Deputy Ambassador Lynette Mwende, thank you so much for giving us the time to talk to us. I'd like to know from you, what is the importance of Kenyan fashion designers in the Chinese market?
Thank you so much for having me. First, I'd like to acknowledge being here courtesy of a Kenyan CEO, Hannah Ryder, who's invited the Kenyan embassy here in Beijing to support our event here at Shanghai Fashion Week. And that is the importance of the close collaboration we are having at bilateral level between Kenya and the People's Republic of China. First, I'm also dressed by a Kenyan designer, Yvonne Afro Street, and that is the power of the whole industry that we are here to grow, power of sustainable brands, building fashion, and ensuring there's close collaboration between Kenya and China designers. This event is able to showcase our rich African heritage and getting the rest of the world know how much Africa is endowed with talent. A lot of our heritage showcases the brands, they showcases our textile industries, and a lot of our original brands show how much Africa has the original prints and textiles that today you can see from various people dressed here.
And what is the kind of outcome that you wish for from this event going forward?
The outcome here is to ensure there's collaboration and increased partnership, especially between our African designers and the Chinese designers. I'm very happy to see Kenyan designers are present here. We have Anne McCraith of Kiko Romeo, and we also have Katush representing the wide Kenyan industry, and the talent is able to be showcased here.
Well, Deputy Ambassador, you look absolutely
fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your time.
Kenya to the world.
Love it. Hi, Anne. Welcome to Shanghai Fashion Week. How are you today?
Fabulous. Every day in Shanghai seems to be fabulous. Yeah. So yeah.
Take us through the journey of Kiko Romeo and from its inception to where it is now. How's that journey been?
Roller coaster. So Kiko Romeo I founded in 1996. Basically, there were two things. When I came to Kenya, I was struck by the fact that at the time, it's changed, but at the time there wasn't a lot of pride in homemade things, like things from Kenya or even from the African continent on a wider scale. And then that thing of creating jobs for women particularly through crafting. You know, women who maybe wanted to send the kids to school and then they maybe didn't have the cash. And I realized through arts, crafts and fashion in which I was trained, I could achieve quite a lot. I was very inspired by the arts and crafts I was seeing. And as a fashion designer, I was immediately thinking how I could apply that. So we're now second generation. My daughter took over the designing fully 3 years ago. She's the creative director now. So she's a second generation Kenyan. And yeah, so we're a heritage brand. We've been in the market for that time. A lot of our market has been in Kenya. We've dipped in here, dipped in there, but this is the first time in China. So we're very excited to do that. I think culture speaks to our soul, just like handcrafting speaks to the soul. You know, we're not just mechanical human beings. We use technology, we love technology, but actually the thing that connects us to spirit is this sort of stuff. It's our heritage, it's the art, the appreciation, the music, the dance, all of these things that come into a holistic lifestyle brand. And that's what we like to represent. So when you come to a show or an event of ours, you'll find that the music's also carefully curated, how we do the hair, the makeup, the shoots. Like, we think through all of that because it's got a meaning for us. It's not just a commercial piece of functionality, I need to wear something. And here we're about bridging cultures, particularly when we've got this Africa-China connection. I feel that we don't know enough about each other yet. And so I'm really proud that, you know, as a fashion brand, we can kind of facilitate that conversation.
So we're a sustainable luxury brand based in Africa, and our inspiration basically comes from like the environment because we do sustainable fashion. So we like to focus more on like the fabrics, and then like we like to use the fabrics in like storytelling. So we actually just celebrated 10 years last year in October.
Congratulations.
So we're very, very happy about that. So I would say that in terms of like previous collections that we've done, like I was saying, Katungulu gets inspiration, pulls inspiration from like the environment, from stories, from African stories. So in such a situation, I'd say maybe about this collection. So this collection is called the Blackbird Kanga, which means the guinea fowl. So Kanga is guinea fowl in Swahili, and the inspiration is about a folktale. The story about the guinea fowl and the chicken, and why the chicken became domesticated and the guinea fowl did not. So that was the story behind it. So that was the inspiration, and you will see that in maybe some of the designs. And we actually continue to the storytelling. Even we had like, this is 100% cotton, and then we had the story hand embroidered on the t-shirts just to kind of tell the story. And then along with that, we had some jewelry to go along with the story again.
I like the cultural representation in
Exactly.
the designs, right? Take me through the process of coming up with a collection like this.
So Katungulu will decide on what her inspiration is for the project, and then after that, then she decides how does she want, what kind of fabric does she want, because we like to use natural biodegradable fabrics. So for example, maybe if we decide we want to do leather, we will do leather, like again 100% leather. So she'll decide, do we want to do the hand woven cottons, do we want to do the machine woven cottons, what print do we want on that, again based on the inspiration.
Where do you source, where do you get the actual material from?
We source our
fabric?
materials from Africa as a whole. So we are lucky enough that from this collection we're able to source the fabric from Kenya. So we were able to do this in accordance alongside a company called Siafu. So we're very happy that they're bringing hand textile weaving back to Nairobi, and it's accessible for us. Since I've been here, I've been saying a lot of, the Chinese government is also really, really touting, they're building up on sustainability as an aspect. So I feel like this is a perfect time for us to come into the Chinese market, being a sustainable luxury brand. We have a lot of similarities in terms of culture between Africans and Asians. We have a lot of like similarities in terms of fashion, like what we like, even like meals, some names. So I'd say this just takes it to that other level. Also another thing is in China, craftsmanship is so important. Like again, promotion of the culture, craftsmanship, which is something that we're very particular about, because at the end of the day, most of our items are handcrafted. We do small batch production because we deal in slow fashion.